Hello everyone, it's Brightmaster here, and today I have a very nice LEGO set to review. This is the LEGO Star Wars 7660 Naboo N-1 Starfighter and Vulture Droid set from 2007. This set comes with 279 pieces, was rated for ages 8 to 12, and cost you about $30 back when it was in stores. Now, Episode 1 is probably my least favorite Star Wars movie, but I do quite like Naboo Starfighters and Vulture Droids, so I like both of the things that are in this set, so let's look at the box to be the first part of the review. Alright, so here's a look at the box. I do really like the 2007 and 2008 background for the boxes. I think it looks really nice with that Darth Vader up there, and I really like the background art they used for this set as well, because I think it makes the set look like it's in a realistic environment for Star Wars, but it doesn't really take too much attention away from the actual build. And just like all of the other 2007 sets, it does have the 30th anniversary badge up there to show that you got this 2007. So, yeah, turning around the box, you can see all of the features that come in the set. For example, you can release R2-D2 fire a missile on the Naboo Starfighter, and also you can fire a missile on the Vulture Droid. And here it shows you a picture of all the other sets released or some of the other sets released in 2007. Unfortunately, I don't have any of these, although I do have a lot of 2007 Star Wars sets, but I wish I could get all of these really, especially the MTT. I think that's by far the best one LEGO's created. I do think the 2015 one is quite poor compared to that one. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for the box. Alright, so here are the instructions. They're quite nice, but unfortunately I did damage mine, so that's why there's a rip and a tear there, unfortunately. So this instruction booklet comes with a total of 40 pages, including the back, and it has this really nice, almost like a poster look right here, advertising the first battle packs ever produced, the Droid Battle Pack and the Clone Trooper Battle Pack, and I think that looks really nice. And I wish I could just take a picture of this and put it in a frame, because I think it looks absolutely amazing. But anyway, this instruction booklet comes with 40 pages, including the back. And here at the back it advertises other sets released in 2007. I do have the AT-ST, the Y-Wing, the Imperial Landing Craft, and of course I'm reviewing this set right now. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the TIE Crawler here, and that was released the same year. Maybe it's because it's a limited edition set, but I have reviewed that set as well. So overall, I think that these are quite nice instructions. Alright, so here are the minifigures that come in the set. I do think that they're quite nice. They are really simple, so there's no printing on the backs or the legs or anything like that, but nevertheless, they're pretty good. This here is young Anakin Skywalker, as you can obviously tell. You can see that he has some printing here for his shirt, and he has this hairpiece for his mop top haircut. You can see that his eyes are not like the modern ones, so they don't show the light reflecting in them, but I still don't think that's that bad. Many of the older sets that I have are like this too. Right here is R2-D2. This is, of course, the original style that was actually retired at the end of this year, 2007. And, of course, you can move his legs like this, and he has some nice printing here, but here at the top is where I think the printing is not as good. You can see that the printing only goes up to here, unfortunately, so all of his little lights and sensors are all squished into the top half section of this dome. But I do like the fact that it is silver, and I'm happy they brought it back. So I think that this is an acceptable R2-D2. I don't think it's great by any means, but I do think that it is definitely, it's very recognizable, obviously. And so here is, of course, the Naboo pilot. And I do think that he looks quite good. I don't think that his smiley face is the best, but I do like his torso a lot, and has the buckles and everything. And you can see here there's nothing, of course, on the back. And you can see that he has this little cap right here that looks like a police officer's, but of course that's also for a pilot as well. So I think the minifigures are pretty good. They're nothing special or anything like that, but yeah, that's it for them. Alright, so here's a look at the Naboo Starfighter itself. I do like it. I think it looks quite good. And I have to review it on the stand because it can't really stand up by itself very well because there is a spring-loaded shooter that's at the bottom here. And unfortunately, LEGO did a really, really bad thing with this set where they basically connected the trigger for the spring-loaded shooter to the stand, and that's the only thing connecting it. So if I move the set in the slightest a bit too much, that will trigger the missile to fire, and yeah, it'll just shoot somewhere and get lost. But anyway, I do like how the set looks overall, the Naboo Starfighter. I really like the engines. It looks quite accurate to the actual ship. And you can see there's one right here, and it uses these antennae pieces to make it look really sleek. And everything about this looks really sleek and nice. And of course, the other engine is symmetrical. This whole thing is symmetrical, so that's really neat. And you can see there are some stickers here, but I do think the stickers are quite important. I don't think they're just added here just for no real reason. And anyway, right here is the cockpit area, and you can take it off like this. And they do give you some goggles on a helmet for whoever you want to fly this vehicle. So I'll go ahead and I'll put Anakin Skywalker in there, and you can see he has a printed control panel, which, you know, I always like printed things in general. So I think it's quite nice there. It's a roomy cockpit, and the minifigure doesn't have to lie back or anything ridiculous like that. So I'll go ahead and put this on carefully so I don't trigger anything to shoot. But anyway, back here is the cockpit area for your Astro Droid. So I'll go ahead and put R2-D2 back there in his little seat. There is a nice sticker right here, and I do like whichever creature this is supposed to be. I don't know what it is, but it's obviously some creature that lives on Naboo. And I'll go ahead and move this gently again, because you kind of have to be careful with this. But there is a section right here where you can lift, well, you could pull this down if you want R2-D2 to leave his cockpit if in an emergency or something. So I'll push this down. He can go ahead and slide out. He will most likely lie on his side, unfortunately, but I guess that's fine, and that's what he looks like again. And you can see that's basically a hole that goes up there. But anyway, I do think that this set, well, the ship here is quite good. Now, next we'll look at the Vulture Droid. Alright, so here's the Vulture Droid that comes in the set. It's quite nice, and it is much smaller than the 2014 one. So, yeah, it's nothing like that one. But you can, of course, move the wings like this. If you want, you can rotate, well, not rotate them, but there's a hinge right there so you can move them. And you can also move the head by picking it up like this. And you can have it turn around so it can be looking around at things it wants to shoot in battle, of course. And this is looks like a Trade Federation one because it is brown. And here it has two flick fire missiles, and these are the old style, so you can actually flick them. But unfortunately, if you move the ship like that, they will fall out, so they get pulled out by gravity. But this is what the missiles look like if you want to see them up close. They use these axle pieces and they put them in the holes, so yeah, they easily fall out. But I do like them because they can actually fire, so that's what they look like. As you can see as well, the Vulture Droid can stand up, and you can also move its wings, or legs in this case, so it can look like it's walking, and I do really like that. I'll also push out the head so it can be looking around, and I think that looks quite good. You can be standing on some larger craft looking what its next victim will be. But yeah, I think it's a really nice Vulture Droid. I think it's nice that it's smaller and not as big as many of the other ships. So yeah, that's basically it for the set. Alright, so for my final thoughts on the set, I do really like it, and I would highly encourage you to get it. However, just to remind you again, this is the worst stand that I have ever seen in a LEGO set. by a long shot. But if you really look past that, and you can actually build your own stand using a couple pieces if you wish. But if you want to get another Naboo Starfighter, it's fine as well. Just remember that you're most not likely not going to get a Vulture Droid, so yeah, that was the reason why I got this set instead of the other ones. Also, this set can run quite cheap actually, and you can get it for about $50, and I think that's appropriate for it. I think 60 or anything above that is a bit too much, but I think $50 is reasonable, or if you find anything less, definitely go for it. So I would recommend this set. It is quite good. Just forget about the stand. That's just really bad, but otherwise I do like this set. I would encourage you to buy it. Stick around for more Star Wars reviews because they will be on the way. I'm thinking of some that I'll be reviewing next, so yeah, you can stick around for those. And that's it for this video, and I'll see you all later. Bye.